Don't leave money on the table. Don't leave opportunity on the table, and don't leave your brand on the table. How many times do you go to a business expo or business collaboration where you are serving the community? You are sharing your products or service. You are giving brochures. You're giving samples. You're sharing all the things you do, and you leave that expo or event and you go, man, I'm exhausted. I'm not sure I'm going to do this next year because I'm not sure it was worth my time. I am going to share with you the nitty-gritty so that you can have a successful business expo or collaboration and know that it was worth your time. Let's get real.
Hey there, studio owner. You've put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating a brick and mortar business that serves your clients and impacts the community you love. You are my hero. And I'm pretty sure we could sit down and talk like besties do because I get it. I've had my studio business for over 12 years, a handful of kids, and a few passion projects that I love. Like this one. Hey there, I'm Melissa Rose, your visibility coach for the studio owner who wants more stellar clients coming through their doors, more bank in their bank account, and more time to hang out and be completely present with those they love most. In this podcast, we're going to share the nitty-gritty of running a successful studio business, sharing stories, talking strategy, and learning practical tips that leave you inspired, empowered, and equipped to create your epic life every single day. So, if you're a dance studio, yoga studio, Pilates studio, or a fitness boutique studio, you are in the right place. Add some kiddos into the mix and maybe a life partner, and I call you a rebel woman. Ready to dive in? Let's get real.
Hey there, everybody. How you doing? So good to be back with you. And I'm super excited about this episode because I have 7 tips to make sure that your next event, business collaboration, expo, collaboration in the community is worth your time, your energy, and your resources. Because I don't want you going there and putting out all this energy and all this maybe samples or resources for your community only to leave exhausted and questioning. Before I dive in, welcome everybody. It's beautiful today. I always have to talk about the weather. It's a Wisconsin girl thing to do. It's beautiful. It's sunny. The sun is out. I went for my morning walk, and I have 2 more walks scheduled today with 2 girlfriends. So I'm super psyched about that. And it's an office day. I'm plugging away at some behind-the-scenes stuff. I got my Black Friday sale all done, ready to go. If you have not listened to the episode prior, please go grab it. Slay Your Black Friday event. I have a free template in there, you guys. It is everything that I do, everything, so that you can crush your Black Friday event. This event brings in 4 figures for our studio, and it's done on autopilot, and my tribe is coming to expect it. And that's the best part, is that they are waiting for it and ready to buy. It's so fun. It's just genuinely so much fun. So grab that episode and the free gift that goes along with that. If you are brand new, I also have some free resources for you here in the bio. Just go ahead and grab them. My Google SEO workshop, I highly recommend starting there. If you are not being found on Google when people search you, you need to be. You need to be the first one. And in that workshop, I tell you everything you need to do so that you can come up first without paying for it, okay? So go grab that. And then I have some other workshops in there as well. All right, let's dive in. Okay, the reason for this episode is that I recently was part of a community event for Halloween. And it was a trick-or-treat trail. And we had a really, really great event. Kind of excited about it, kind of thrilled with the results and the energy behind it. So I want to tell you 7 tips to make sure that you are making the most out of these events, because chances are you're volunteering your time. Chances are you're probably having to pay for a booth or a table. You are also bringing giveaways. You know, maybe it's merch, maybe it's like a water bottle, maybe it's even a free class or whatever. So whatever you're doing, you're giving out, okay? And I want to make sure you're getting, because our table was hopping the whole 2 hours that we were there. We walked away with hundreds of leads, and I feel like we really capitalized on the moment really well, not just that day, but for the subsequent days following. All right, so here's what you do. Number 1, please make sure you know your audience. As a younger business, you may feel obligated to do all the things. And there is truth in that to get your name out there, okay? So when you are first starting out, you are hustling a bit more. But as you do this, really, really pay attention. Who's going to be there? Are these your people? Are these your families or ladies or whatever you serve, whoever you serve? So for us, it's a collaboration with a library. We have had so much success with our collaboration with the library. So this was just another collaboration that we're like, absolutely, we are doing this. This was a no-brainer for us. So young families with kids, people who go to the library, they see the importance of reading and music and education. So these are our people. All right, number 2, you need to have an opt-in. What is an opt-in? An opt-in is a way to get people's information. All right. Now, there's 3 parts or components to this. For us, the opt-in is not to get a student right then and there. The opt-in for us is to get their contact information so we can nurture them and share with them our information. Maybe they're interested in adult classes and they have a kiddo, but they're actually interested in something for themselves, or they're interested in something for their niece, or they're interested in renting out the space for a birthday party or whatever another thing you have. So our goal is to collect their information. All right. So we need to make it as easy as possible for them. All right. So I recommend having a stand or a frame with a QR code that links directly either to a Google form or to your contact page where they can fill in their name, address, and phone number and email. All right. The reason for this is when you have people write it down for themselves, it's sloppy. You can't read everything. It takes more time and energy for them to do because they have to, it's just the logistics of this, you guys. They have to, let's say they're carrying stuff for their kids and their arms are full. All right. They're always carrying their phone. Let's be real. Everybody's carrying their phone and they're trying to get pictures. So make it a QR code because they already have their phone in their hand. To make them juggle stuff around, to grab a pen and then lean over and sign some papers, it's a barrier. And it sounds silly, but it truly is a barrier. So make it as easy as possible. You could also do tickets, but we did tickets this past time, and that is one thing we are going to improve for next year is add that QR code and have it linked up to our contact page so that they can fill in their information, and it saves so much time on the back end of things. All right. Number 3, have a win for everybody who passes your booth or table. Everybody needs to have something. Okay, so we had candy and we had coloring sheets, super low offer. They didn't give us anything. All right, but we also had our business card. Everybody could win on that because that has our QR code for our first class free. All right, keep in mind anybody that filled out a contact form. And let me back up here. And then our third option is our best option, and that was a drawing for our free 6-week session. So to give a drawing for a free class, that's our opt-in. That's what we always do, and it's really not that big a deal. Like it's not enough currency for people to give us their information. So we made our opt-in really, really valuable. Okay. The 6-week session's over $100 and it's free. And you could see the families' faces light up. They're like, oh, great candy. Oh, cute coloring pages. Okay, sure. Maybe I'll grab a card. Oh, you're doing a giveaway for over $100 in services? Yeah. Okay. Sign up. And that's where the table was busy nonstop. All right. So that was super, super fun. The next thing is, and this is going to be kind of, I'm going to consolidate. I said 7, there's going to be 8 here. Okay, so the next thing is making sure you're documenting with pictures and with video. And the reason for this is promotion, okay? When I am like heading something up, I forget this detail. So it's very important that you delegate somebody to do this if that is not intuitive for you, okay? Because when I'm at events or something, I'm talking to people. I'm in the moment. I'm trying to be present that way. So capturing a picture sometimes is genuinely hard for me. Thankfully, I had a team member with me and she was able to, we need to get a picture. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. So we got got a picture beforehand. We got a couple pictures of it during. Now, the reason for this is obviously you can post it right away to your social. Okay, that's nothing new. But are you using that information after the event? Are you sharing with your email list or in your next blog? Thank you so much to the library for hosting us and having us, and then cross-promoting that way and featuring it in your blog, because people in the future are going to come back to your blog and see and want to know what you're all about. And they want to see that community involvement. People love this. Now, another part of 6, I'm just going to say 6B, is I had a team member there, and you guys, that was pivotal to the success of this event. All right. So my team member, Leslie, was so good at getting people to sign up for that 6-week offer. Now, do you realize this about yourself? I have this. Like, I can sell the restaurant downtown, or I can sell the products that I'm using, or this recipe that I just made. But when it's my own services, like the dancing house, I'm kind of quiet about it. Therefore, I have a graphic designer and a social media person, because it's hard for me to promote my own stuff, okay? So I have people helping me, and Leslie was that person on that trick-or-treat day. It flowed out of her so naturally. It was so easy for her, and everybody, like I said, their eyes lit up, and they just went to signing up for a 6-week session. And it was so cool. And believe me, I tried to do it, and I just fumbled over my words. It was just like, and I'm like, oh, shut up, Melissa. Just go talk to the kiddos and talk to the families and just do that, because that's what you're good at. And let Leslie sell the 6 weeks. And that's what she did. And I was so thankful to her for doing that. And she goes, it's not a big deal. She goes, it actually comes really easy to me. And I jokingly said, well, now you are head of the sales department at the TDH, because she just naturally did it. And I should know this, because she is my person that comes to me with some really out of the box ideas that I really appreciate on the team. So make sure you're using those people on the team, realizing what their gifts are, and putting them in those places, because she rocked it. And that is why we had over hundreds of leads to put into our database, which was awesome. Then the final thing is number 7, make sure you end and tie this all up with a bow. So not only are you going to video your live drawing, like if you have an opt-in, so we had the opt-in, so I did a video of our live drawing, so then I posted that on social, I posted it on our blog, and then it was really easy to put in our email and say the winner is, and get a huge open rate, because people want to know about this and see that. And then it also gave a great opportunity to use that video to say thank you to the library for collaborating. And I highly recommend just taking the time and writing a handwritten thank you as well to the collaborators or to the orchestrator of the event. So that way you are top of mind for the event next year, and talk about how great it was and that you want to be invited for next year. So that way you can cut, copy, and paste. Make sure also that you're taking notes for your event for next year. So that way you wrote down what you did and what you will tweak. For example, we want to have a stand with a QR code. Okay, so that was one thing that we're going to add for next year. So that way it's just a touch easier for people to enroll or to share their information with us. We did really great. I'm proud of what we did, but could we make it better? And that's one way that we could make it better. All right, so I started with 7, but I gave you like 8 or 9 here at the end, because the more ideas came as I started talking. So I want your event. I mean, I'm a huge fan of collaboration. Collaboration is the best way to do that. But now that we're going into the holiday season, I'm sure many of you are having open houses and you're inviting other business owners to be part of it, or you're being part of it with some other business owners. So, and especially in the spring, there's spring showcases and there's spring events to get people out and about and learning about your business. So make sure you are doing everything possible to take advantage of those events, because let's face it, they are extra energy and work and time, and you want to make sure you make the most out of it. So I hope this episode was super helpful for you. I would love to hear from you. DM me on Instagram at the Ms. Melissa Rose and tell me what you thought. Tell tell me what your takeaways were. If you are interested in working together, learning more about what I do, I have a couple options for you. I have my mastermind, which is a 90-day mastermind starting in January. It meets twice a month for 90 minutes. Go check it out, msmelissarose.com/mastermind. This is a great way to tip your toe in the water of coaching and getting some feedback with some other amazing business owners. I also have one-on-one coaching available, and this is where I help you scale your business, grow your team so that you can have and live your epic life every single day. So check those out. Again, those links are in the bio. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I so appreciate it and hope you guys have a great week. Peace. Bye-bye.